Okay, hello. Welcome to BIO10 Online. I'm happy you're here. And the point of this video is for me to introduce myself. I am your instructor for this class, and my name is Dr. Rogers. And you have found the video, which is a good sign, which means you got my email and you found the video. Good job. Okay, so once you get into the class, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the Canvas class to show you where everything's at, and then I'm going to go over the syllabus with you, just so you can get a good idea of like what this class will entail over the next 18 weeks. Okay, so the home page of this class is on the screen, and here is a link to the welcome letter. You got this as an email if you had joined the class before the first day. If you joined the class after the first day, then you didn't get my email and you can read it there. Here's the video that you're watching now. And in the class, there's an orientation that I would like you to go through just to get you acquainted with all the different parts of the class. And to get there, you're going to hit this green start button. Okay. But before we do that, I just want to show you this home page. And here is the schedule of the class at a glance. And so the class is 18 weeks long. And so we are in week 1 right now. And so for each week, I have outlined what topics we're going to be covering and what assignments are due from you. Okay. And so it is very important that you manage your time. A week feels like a long time, but when you have a lot of work, you don't want to put all the work onto just one day. So it is very good that you split it up, throughout the week, and you do a little bit each day. It's easier, and you will understand the content a lot better if you do it like that. Okay, so the first week has actually some extra assignments because it's the first week. And so the topics that we're going to talk about is the introduction of the class, which is what we're doing right now, and the scientific method. And so the assignments that are going to be due are the introduction assignment. This is very important that you do it first. This is just like a way for me to get to know who you are. Because we're meeting online, I don't really get to interact with you in person. And so it is a little difficult for me to get to know you. But this assignment helps me a little bit. So fill that out. Also, this assignment tells me that you are here and that you understand what is going on, and I won't drop you from the class, because if you don't do any work until next week, then I just drop everybody who hasn't been doing it, because I just assume they just never got in the class. Okay, so then you have quiz 1. Quiz 1 is based on this video. One of the questions is, what shirt am I wearing? And you're going to say a striped black and white shirt. Okay. And then it's going to ask you other questions based on this video. Then quiz 2 is going to be based on a video that you're going to watch about the scientific method. Then lab 1 is this week, and every week you have a lab assignment. And this lab 1 is a little bit intense in that you have to set up an experiment and collect some data over the week. So I highly recommend you start doing that today or tomorrow, because you need several days to do the experiment. So start that. Don't put that out to the last minute, because you need several days to collect data. Then you're going to learn about a STEM scientist and write a little reflection on it. And then at the end of every week, there's going to be a discussion where you have to post a discussion by Friday, and then you need to come back during the weekend and respond to your 2 group members. Everybody's going to be put into groups of 3. Every week you're in a different group, and by Sunday you're going to have to respond to the 2 other group members in your group, and that way you can interact with each other and get to know each other a little bit. Okay, so this is for you so you can follow through and know what we're doing as the weeks are going by. Okay, so here is a picture of me, and my name's Dr. Roger. Like I said, my last name used to be Touchman, but I have recently changed it. Emailing me is the best way to contact me. The best email to use is the Canvas email. And so if you need to get in touch with me, send me an email through Canvas. There is an inbox icon over to the left of the screen right now. If you click on that, send me an email. That's the best way for me to see it like all day. And then, and I'll get back to you like by the end of the day, hopefully. Also, I'm offering office hours every week. Some assignments are due on Friday, so I'm offering my office hours on Thursday to give you a chance to look at the assignments to see if you need help. If you need help, please come Thursdays at 12:30 to 1:30. This is a link for the video meeting, so it will be like through Google Meets. If you need to meet earlier than that, then shoot me an email and we'll arrange a time, no problem. Okay, so at the bottom here, there is a course syllabus. So if you click on this, it'll bring you to the syllabus, which we will do in a minute. And then this link will take you to important dates for the whole semester. So the other thing I want to point out is over to the left here are other links that you will see. One is modules, which is very important, and the other one is grades, which is also very important. I try to keep up with the grading as the weeks are going, and so everything is due Friday or Sunday, so I try to get things graded Monday or Tuesday the following week. And that way you can see like what you're missing or how you're doing. So if you click on the modules link, this will bring you to all the material in the class. And each week is a module. And then I publish all the assignments all at once on Monday, and you have all the way until Friday or Sunday to get it done. Okay, some assignments are due Friday, some assignments are due Sunday. And so everything is available to you on Monday, and you can work your way through it as you go through the week. Okay, so the first module is this class orientation. And so all these pages just tell you things about the class. Okay, so I highly recommend that you go through all of this. It's not too much, but it is very important that you go through it. And let's see. This is your introduction assignment and important dates. Okay, so the next module is talking about the semester project. And so you are going to be writing a research paper that is due on the last day of class. And I'm just bringing it up now because I want you to start thinking about what you want to write about. It's not a quick thing. It's not a quick assignment. So it's good that you start thinking about this and then maybe set aside some time throughout the semester to work on it. You are going to write a paper that is 5 paragraphs long and on a topic from this topic list. So sometime in the next week or so, I would like you to open this topic list, choose a topic, and start researching it when you have time. Start collecting notes on your research, and then you're going to write a paper at the end of the semester. Every week there is a lot of work to do, and so I don't want you to put this off because every week there's a lot of work to do, and so you don't want this big paper on top of all the regular work. So it's better to just start now, do a little bit each week, get it done, early. Okay, then we go into week 1 in the modules, and this is all the assignments for this week. Okay, so this unit 1 is just introductory to biology. If you click on here, it goes through all the objectives for this week. This is the notes and the video for the scientific method. This is the quiz based on the video and the notes. This is your lab that's gonna be due by Sunday. So start working on the lab. This is the STEM scientists that you're going to learn about this week. This is more resources if you're really interested in learning more about this STEM scientist. Then you're going to write a little reflection on that scientist, and then you're going to do a discussion. The discussion is going to have a prompt that you're going to respond to, and that's due by Friday. And then again, you're going to come back over the weekend and you're going to respond to your classmates. Okay, so that's like pretty much the gist. I think I covered all of Canvas. So what I'd like to do now is I want to open up the syllabus and just go over that really quickly. Okay, so there's a link to the syllabus. I have also emailed this to you, and so, or you can access it here in Canvas and you can print it out if you want to put the schedule up on your desk or something like that. Okay, so here's the syllabus. Let's look at it. So here's my name, Stephanie Rogers. Here is my Woodland email address, or you can email me through Canvas. I check emails all the time, so but give me a little bit of time to respond to you. Office hours, like I said, are Thursdays at 12:30. Here is the link for that. This is an 18-week long class. This starts on August 11th, ends on December 10th. Each week in this class starts on a Monday, ends on a Sunday. So what you need for this class is you're going to need a computer device, which you obviously have because you're watching this video. You need to access Canvas, so you have to have internet. You need a notebook to take notes in. All the lecture videos like this one, you can take notes, and then when you do the quizzes based on the lecture videos, you can use your notes. So I highly recommend you take notes. The textbook is optional. This is the title for the textbook. I have copy and pasted all the text into the Canvas pages so that you don't have to buy the textbook. But some students do like having a hard copy of a textbook, so that's the title right there. Okay, so here's the course description. This is a general introductory course for non-majors. Here are the student learning outcomes. So these are the 5 basic things that you're going to learn in this class. So you're going to learn about the scientific method. You're going to learn how to design and carry out an experiment. That's going to happen this week. Then your number 2 is describe and correlate cell structure to function. So that's going to be in the coming weeks where we're going to learn all about cells. We're going to learn about metabolism and how energy is transferred from one organism to another organism. We're going to learn about reproduction, how cells reproduce, how organisms reproduce. Then we're going to learn number 3 about genetics. And so you're going to learn how to do genetic problems. You're going to learn about how the mechanism of genetics works and be able to explain heredity. You're going to learn about DNA replication. You're going to learn about protein synthesis, which includes this process called transcription and translation. Okay, then the 4th part is you're going to learn about the structure and functions of organs and organ systems. And then the last one is that you're going to learn about the theory of evolution by natural selection, and you're going to like be able to explain how organisms adapt to their environment and how that works. Okay, so this class, the grade is based on 7 different parts. The first part is the introductory assignment, which is a letter to me. That's worth 20 points. Then there are online quizzes. There is an online quiz for every lecture video. So after you watch your lecture video and read the text, then you can do the online quiz. Each quiz is worth 10 points. There are 1 to 2 quizzes per week. These are due every Friday. The due dates are in Canvas. Okay. Then there are a lab or an activity that is due every week. That's not due until Sunday, and those are worth 20 points. And so make sure that you do those. Then you're going to learn about a STEM scientist. There's like one every couple of weeks. Okay, so it's not every week, but you're going to learn about some STEM scientists, and then you're going to write a reflection on each one. Then there's a discussion so that you guys can interact with each other. There is a discussion every single week. You are going to post your first response on Friday, and then you're going to come back over the weekend and you're going to respond to your group members. Okay, then you're going to write a research paper that's due on the last day of school, and then the final exam is also due on the last day of school. Okay, so the grade breakdown is here. And so these are all the points available in the class. And so you can track your points and figure out your percentage as we go through. Okay, the next thing is DSPS. If for any reason you have any type of learning disability or anxiety or need any kind of support or accommodation in this class, reach out to DSPS, and they are really wonderful. They will help you. And also you can let me know too what kind of accommodations that you need, and I'm happy to help you out. Okay, so just let me know, or DSPS will let me know. So the next thing is late work. So I do accept late work all the way until the last day. However, if you turn something in after the deadline, then you do lose some points, and you lose 10% every day that is late, down to 50%. So it's good to get things done on time so you can get the maximum amount of points to get an A in the class. But if you are late, it is still worth it to turn something in because it's still better than having a 0. Okay, the last 2 things, academic honesty. We are online, so I know that it is very tempting to look up questions, but it is for your benefit if you watch the videos and learn it with your own brain and then answer the questions on your own. You are not allowed to be using AI or getting answers from Google or getting answers from a classmate. Um, and so it is for your benefit if you don't do that. Okay, also, if you, when you do your research paper, if you are quoting another paper, someone else's article, make sure you use the proper citations for that. So make sure you put quote marks and you tell me where you get your citation from. Okay, and then the last thing is withdrawing from the class. It is your responsibility to withdraw if you choose to do so. If you drop this class before September 1st, then it just disappears from your transcript and it won't show up. But if you do it after September 1st, then you will get a W on your transcript, which does not affect your GPA, but it is recorded there. And then if you drop the class or if you stop attending after November 7th, then you just get the grade that you have. Okay, so make sure that you keep those dates in mind so that as you move through, you can, do what you need to do if you need to withdraw from the class. Okay, so that's all I have. I am happy that you're here. I hope you enjoyed this class. And please reach out and ask me any questions you want anytime, and I'm here to help you. So I will see you online, and good luck.